Alright, let's see if this hunk of crap will work this time. Alright, let's turn this bad boy around. There we go, there we go. Holy shit. That damn thing, boys, does not want to stay up there. Alright, guys, so what's up, Kyle? So I got everything finished, everything checked off with the truck. Now basically I'm just waiting. You may ask, what am I waiting on? Well, the loads right now, they said they are pretty crappy, and I think it's already, what time is it here? I've been in the damn shop all day. It's already 6:06. So you get 7 days for a deferred payment on your first lease, or when you go lease. So I am going to, the guy told me to come up to the driver lineup first thing in the morning and to grab a load. I don't care. I'm gonna grab a load and rock and roll with it. So only thing I gotta do is I gotta grab my stuff over at Campus Inn, which I've got everything packed up already. I may holler at Uncle Chad to roll me out of there to go get my stuff for me. If you're watching, Chad, that's an invite there. Hey, Harmony. But the reason why I can't do it right now is I basically cannot leave the yard because I haven't signed the lease yet to leave the yard, and I don't plan on doing so until I'm ready to leave out, so I can go ahead and maximize that 7 days of deferred payment. No matter if I don't get something on this payroll this week or not, at least I can not take a crappy load. But got all my passes up here. Got my Qualcomm logged in. Just got to get some other. I can hear you. You can hear me, or you can't hear me? You said you can hear me. So I'm not sure what that means, Kyle. This damn chat thing here. There we go. I can barely hear him, and volume way up. I can't. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't truly know. So I'm doing this on my iPhone. I haven't used my iPhone in a while. It's been put away in my backpack. But I'll talk a little louder. How about that? Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Sweet. Roughneck 97, what's up? I'll go to my phone. Oh, you on the computer? Okay. So guys, what I have done today basically is waited around all daggone day so I picked up the truck from getting the APU installed. Got installed last night, and after the APU got installed, I had to go over to Tractor Shop to basically go over with the inspection form with their technicians. Basically just notating any blemishes, any concerns, anything that I saw with the truck. That way, when I decide to turn it in, if I decide to turn in to get a new truck for, whatever reason, a Freightliner or Volvo or whatever it may be, that I don't get charged for the items. And the guy at the tractor shop said, "Man, you really went over this, didn't you?" And I said, "Yeah, I ain't messing around, dude." Bags contested this, that it ain't cheap turn in a truck. Chad said it, you know, he has, you know, a couple $1,000s for things on his first truck. So you guys need to realize that they ain't playing around. You know, you turn it in, then they're going to go over it with a fine tooth comb, and if nothing's notated on there, then guess who's going to get charged? Good old person that's leasing or got the truck or whatever. So I mean, I put down, it asked if they were scratches on the cup holder. You see that scratch? You damn Skippy, I put that on there. What'd Chad say? They go over it. They go over it very well. Yeah. So I went over, opened up cabinets, made sure that, you know, there was a couple cabinets had some scratches and stuff on the inside. I could give two craps on that right there. So I just want it notated, and that was it. So I'm ready to rock and roll. Just got to get a load up out of here tomorrow. Go grab my stuff at campus. Hey Chad, you want me to get back on your truck, man? You might want to take me over to Ghetto Inn. Daddy love you long time. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So now today, versus going back to the Ghetto Inn and sleeping, old Dad's gonna be sleeping right here. We're gonna be sleeping right here in the truck. Then get the lineup, get the load, and make like a bandit. Make like a bandit. Load info required for the following dates. I have no idea what that means. Enter load info. Well, I don't know. My Qualcomm is barking at me here, but I ain't got no daggone loads. I ain't got no loads, so I don't know what they tripping on. Hey Chad, check it out, man. I went ahead and got the old Cobra. Go ahead and went ahead and got the old Cobra put in and wired it up. Got my trip sheets. The actual, so my Duran system, which is basically gives you the air pressure, any issues with your tires or whatever. So my front driver, or I'm sorry, my front passenger side had a sensor, bad sensor. Again, it was brand new, but brand new things, guys, you know, some things go wrong with them, or some things already wrong with them when they get them. So they put a new sensor on there, boom, fixed it. Do you think if you had a PC time I would be sitting here? You know that I don't like sitting here, but what do you say? Sitting here, but used all my time. Oh, that's why I'm sitting. Gotcha, PC. Personal conveyance, guys. So that's what the PC is, what he's talking about. But yeah, that sucks. Oh well, life goes on, guys. Gotta make the good with the bad and the bad with the good. Man, it's colder than hell down here. Boy, the other day it was freaking 70 degrees in Missouri. It's like damn Kentucky weather. Got all kinds of things going on. I'll tell you what, man, they got more freaking stickers. Look at these stickers, man. They got freaking more stickers on this daggone thing. I know what that big old wad of shit right there is on your window now, Chad. That big old wad of shit that I got off there. All right, let me see. Let me see if the OCB's working. I hear you loud and clear. What do you want, Buttercup? There we go. Sounds like a drill. So I guess I hooked it up right. It was really hard to do, guys. 2 damn wires. That was it. 2 wires. Positive and negative. The other wire just screwed in, so I kind of did a radio check earlier just to make sure, but I really don't know anything about it, man. But I know one thing is I will get on there and yell at your ass if you run me off the damn road like old Chad was asleep one night, boy. Damn Arnold ran me off the road. I forget where we were, but Chad was back there sleeping, man. I mean, so it was a merge lane, and it said the right lane ending. And hell, when I see right lane ending, guys, I'm getting over. You know, I'm not gonna wait until I see the sign or the whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and get over. People want to roll past you. Then the lane ended. So the guy just starts coming over on me. I mean, literally, if I would not have got all the way over, he would have hit me. I mean, I laid on my air horn and woke Chad up, boy. Chad wasn't too happy about that, but I wasn't really even thinking. I was just trying to get the guy's attention, but I know damn well he saw me because hell, he was right beside of me. I need to get a bucket. I do. I'm not sure if that's what that bucket was for, but whatever. Some messing. Woodchuck, you got a handle yet? Woodchuck to gray squirrel. But bucket's his handle. I mean, holler at you on say, babe, see if it works. Yeah, this damn iPhone. Let me see if I can put this thing up here to. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Probably gonna go a little crazy here for a minute. I didn't run over no damn bucket. What the hell are you talking about? A tire was in the road one day and I ran over it, but Chad's tripping. Man, if you ran over a bucket, man, you're gonna be hurting. These bad boys, they got so much ground effects on them. Let me get on here and see if I can't read these old comments on my old Android. This old trusty Android. See that old washed out face over here? See, when I block it right here for some reason, then it comes back. It's weird as hell. Damn glowing over here. That's alright. We glow. We will glow. Let's see what we got. Alright. With me, let me see if I can't read some of these comments, because I damn missed them. You got a handle yet? No, Harm, I ain't got no handle yet, man. Shit. I just got the thing installed probably 3 hours ago. Laying low. Chad, where you at? I tell you what, old Chad boy, he done got me off. I think he done got me off his damn truck, and I asked him, I said, you at your spot that you usually at? He said, no. And that was it. So I said, well, I'm gonna find this son of a bitch, because I was out of juice. And my juice is at the Ghetto Inn. Damn. So I tell you what, this live feed, boy, it on my phone, boy, it's all shitty looking. Yep, Adrian. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, man. I'm waiting on a load. Basically just waiting on something for in the morning to come out. Then what I'll probably end up doing, truly, is I'll probably catch a little bit of sleep here for a little bit, and I will run out of the yard probably about 1 or 2, maybe midnight, you know, that way I can go ahead and make sure that 7 days starts tomorrow. And I'll come back and after grabbing my stuff over at Campus Inn, I said, "Man, what time do you think I should be over here? You know, 2 or 3?" And he said, "Nah." He said, "Nah, I mean, not that early." So I'm probably going to row over about 4 or 5 to kind of see what we got. And regardless, I'm going to grab something, get the hell out of here. I'm going to see what this. I'm going to put this old workhorse to work to see what we got. So I'm ready to get this thing rolling. Ready to get it rolling, boys and girls. It's been a long time coming. Tell you what, for those that are waiting, for those that are, I think I'm going to get me a little something to put that right there. I'm not too fond of that cord right here. But yeah, whatever. But PSD, TNT, and that's a long time, guys. I mean, it takes a while. I didn't think, it went by pretty quick, but you gotta take it, man. Like, I only been home once, and I planned on not going home until April. I told my wife probably wouldn't be home till April. And the only time I got home, of course, my wife came down here. But the only time I've ever seen my front of my house or inside my house is when I went down to Kentucky to get my hard copy license. So that's definitely a little different. And of course, I'm gonna stay out 2 or 3 weeks to run pretty good before I go home. Then once I go home for them, I'll be able to get my refrigerator, microwave, get all my essentials that I need really to kind of stay out on the road. Swap out some clothes. Actually, now I can hang some stuff up over here in the little closet, if you want to call it that. April was Monday, Heather said. Adrian, I came to PSD my first day phase on February 7th. So it was about 2 weeks to do the PSD. Then I ended the TNT phase on the 27th of March. So yeah, I mean, it was probably about 7 or 8 weeks of the TNT. And I could say that, I mean, we ran pretty hard sometimes. I ain't gonna say we ran hard all the time, but there was some loads, man, that we was hauling butt on. Chad really kind of ran my balls in the dirt over here on that high val load from California to, I think it was in Maine. I think that's where it was, in Maine. I think we broke in Maine, and that was that was our longest haul right there, I think. And that was a good. I was frustrated. I didn't get a shower for 3 days, but I can tell you this: when we came back from California on this last run, let's see if that helps. Yeah, a little bit. When on this last run to come to bring me in to get my truck to upgrade on the 27th. The 27th was the 4th day that we hadn't had a shower, man, and I didn't like it, but hey, I was ready to get here and upgrade. That's for sure. Ready to get here for sure. What kind of mod do you have? This is a Shogun. So an iJoy Shogun, and it's got the Alpha tank that I had to buy extra on here because the iJoy tank, man, that thing was leaking like a sieve. Like when I called and they gave me a discount when I went over and bought some batteries and stuff after being dropped off, But I mean, you ask Chad. I mean, that thing was leaking everywhere. I can definitely see why Bags said that, you know, he's going to try it one time, you know, one more time, because the last time, you know, his leaked as well, and that's the reason why he quit vaping and started smoking again, because the thing was leaking. And I can, yeah, use baby wipes. You know, Kyle, baby wipes are great, man, and I'll have them in my truck. But I can tell you, I don't know what kind of wipes Chad had, but them son of bitches stunk. Just the smell of the wipes themselves. Not saying Chad stunk. I'm just saying the wipes, the scent from the wipes that he had. So, but them things stunk. I mean, like, and I got really sensitive. Like, I don't know, my allergies, and they get all jacked up, man. I'm, you know, freaking allergic to everything but making money. Let me know if your leaks in what juice. Steaks, tatted, and corn. Sweet. Sounds good, Harmony. Shit, they had some pulled pork in here and some rice. $5.50. That's the only home cooked meal I've had in a while. Besides when I went home, I cooked me some tacos, guys. I don't know about if you know, but you can ask Chad, man. I love me some tacos. I mean, I love me some tacos. So, yeah, Chad. I'm not sure exactly what juice this was at Chad. But it's everything that I have right now is 70/30. 70 PG, or no, 70 VG, 30 PG, and this is 100% VG, and I think it's zero nicotine, and most of the stuff I got is 0 and 3. So Irish cream, I think, is the flavor. It's pretty good. I tell you what, the Tropica King, I believe is what it is. It's called Berry Breeze. Man, that stuff was where it's at. I mean, it's got the raspberries, got the strawberries on the end. Before, my favorite was the strawberry parfait. It was pretty good. But I haven't chewed. I haven't had a chew in, I don't know, it's been probably 2 weeks or longer. So Chad has some good juice. My daggone thing, but man, it is spinning and everything else. Chad has some good juice coming. I'll tell you what, the old bunk hitter boy is working. It is working. Let me check. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's working good. Oh Chad boy, I'd be at the temperature that I want it. Had pizza on Thursday. Yesterday was fish. I tell you what, I had one of those. I know this is gonna sound weird, but it was a cod fillet at the Pilot. On their food. They got some good chicken tenders, and they had some cod fillets there, lightly crusted, and man, it was really good. You know, it wasn't fishy at all. my wife, you know, she likes fish sometimes. She likes salmon, but she don't care for too much of the catfish or any other tilapia just because of, you know, how gamey, fishy it is. So she don't like that. So yeah, learning some things about this truck that Chad's truck has that this one don't have, and vice versa. It's kind of different because on Chad's stuff back here in the back, you can unlock and lock your doors if you forget to. It's not a big deal, but I mean that's a convenience thing, and you know, so mine does not have that. Now mine's got like a dimmer switch on there, and that was one on the inspection things that I noted on there. And what I did was, uh, it was for those top lights, not these top lights right here, but the ones over top of the second bunk. So you got to click them, then you got to control them from that dimmer switch. That guy worked on that for about 30 minutes before he figured it out, but he figured it out, and we're all good. I don't know what this means. Enter load information. I ain't had no load information. Yeah, I think it's on saying I had a load information. I don't know what they're talking about. On the 27th. Oh, I bet that's where I drove that trailer in. Are you still on here, Chad? Hey Harmony, I will give you a tour. I'm actually going to do a tour with the GoPro, just because I'm not sure what's going on with this phone, but it's going to, you know, keeps on disconnecting me and reconnecting me, so I don't want to kind of lose anybody. But I did do a brief tour when I first got it. You can go to my YouTube channel and look at the videos when I first got the truck. I kind of showed everything. The only thing's different now is I've got the inverter and I've got the mattresses installed, but everything else, there's nothing else in here right now besides some paper. I got this right here. But this is pretty cool. This was with the CB, so it kind of blasts out the old weather for you. So thought that was pretty cool. But I'm a little geeky like that, you know. I like that geeky stuff. Hey Chad, are you on here? Yes, just put one in there. Okay, sweet. Alright. So I'll put that last load, because I think I did that last load when I brought it in here to Springfield. So trailer required, load ID required. I assume it would all be still on my Prime map, so shouldn't be a big deal. Another thing that you don't have to worry about when you're riding solo either is load ID 1, trailer ID 1, save. I hereby certify my data entries and record my duty status for 24 hours are true and correct. I guess. Not our load info. Oh, okay. I didn't put our load info. I just put the number 1 like you said. But alright, so got a fresh, good old fresh clock. Location, Texas Vega. No. I don't think I was in Texas Vega, but that's probably the other day when I was in there. Yeah, Springfield Mall right here. Yep, off duty. I'm still off duty, ain't I? Yeah. So I did that log class. I'm telling you what, that that log class, man. it's it'll make you open up your eyes a little bit. Open up your eyes a little bit. So we'll see how all that stuff works out. Let's see the see how that goes with controlling my time and really running on my own, and the loads I'm gonna get versus, you know, because a lot of the loads that we got were a lot of long, you know, California to, you know, Jersey or Pennsylvania or Maine, or ran up to Gas City, back to California. So that's obviously not going to be probably what I get being solo driver, just because, unless it's kind of spaced out, you know. So we shall see. We shall see. But what I did do, guys, let me check this out. Let me see if I can show you this. And I'll be I was telling Chad about this, but let me see, sheets. Do I have sheets on here? Yes, I do. Oh, my nose is itching like crazy. All right, so when I took the slingshot class, they basically taught some formulas and stuff like that to really, if you really want to know your true expense after, because I mean, when you get your loads, you know, you haven't put it, that load doesn't count for your taxes, not your taxes, but your tire fund, how much gas you're going to use. So basically what this does is, after you've got your trip number and all your loaded miles and all that stuff for the week, and as you're going through the week, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Let me see here. But basically what I did is, I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's see if we can. Yeah, whatever. So basically, it's the form that they had. What I did is put it into an Excel spreadsheet form, and so basically you just put your numbers in there, your trip number, your loaded miles, your empty miles, your revenue. Then what this does, basically, you put in there your miscellaneous expenses, your mile. So I put in there the formula for your miles charge. So when you're leased, you get charged 0.055 of your total miles for the week as well to lease the truck. Now, I've never heard Bags talk about this right here. Bags went very specific on a lot of things, and it gives you, you know, numbers and all that stuff. But I mean, I think this is pretty important too, because I mean, when you're saying I got $8,000 in revenue to the truck, and that's great, but now I really don't care about that. I want to know what my net is. What am I putting in my banking account? And that he's shown that to you guys several times. But how did they get that? So the fuel tax charge is the 0.02 every week. This will add it up for you. Your tire count, and or may not, because he hasn't done, I think, a lot of his wife hasn't been in the truck, I don't think, but it said it had a co-driver cost. So I'm thinking that's just for teams, because it says co-driver. You know, as a passenger, I don't think you would be considered as a co-driver. But can you answer that, Chad, or anybody that's watching? That do you get charged for when somebody comes on truck? Chad, when y'all do the 10D training, do you get enough time to take notes while on the road? I know they all driving, but in between the 10-hour break. Yeah, Harmony. I did it on every single trip that we went on, as far as like all of our stuff. And it's basically the it's a checklist for anything that you're going to have to do while having a load, getting a load, macros. So let me see if I can put this up here. I think you guys can see that. And I shared this list on one of the links. I think somebody had commented and I put it in there. But it basically says make sure the reefer starts and check fuel. That's something. Have your ID and know your trailer number when you're checking in. That's something that may seem very basic to people, but I found myself a lot of times running back to the damn truck because I either forgot my phone and didn't have my ID with me. I had to go back out there. So this is kind of just, you know, when I pull up to the customer's place, this is what I do. I start doing my checklist right here. So once I get a load, reefer temperature. What's the reefer temperature supposed to be at? What trailer number am I dropping if I'm dropping one? And what trailer number did I leave there with if it was a drop and hook? Have the trip number and the pickup number, because the trip number that Prime gives you over your Prime app or your Qualcomm doesn't always match. Matter of fact, it probably 90% never matches the PO number that you have to give them at the customer place. So is it a spot trailer, meaning is this a drop and hook? Is it a live load or a live unload? Do they need a washout? Have you done your macro 1 when you arrive? Then if you're dropping trailers, you're going to do your macro 4155 for dropping a trailer and picking up a trailer. You got to do it for each trailer. Then once you leave, you got to do a macro 3 or a macro 4, departing the shipper or the receiver. Then I've got on here just some notes myself. Weight on the gauges. I want to know what the weights are. Put them on here. Does the seals match? I mean, that's a big thing, because not always do they put that on there for you. Sometimes they just put it up there in the paperwork, and because in 2 stops, sometimes you may have a seal going in that they have to break, then you have a new seal going out. So make sure, I would say probably the most important thing, obviously besides being safe, is make sure your seal match your seals. The final thing you do when you pick up is, you know, you got to do your live loaded call. The only thing and Chad had mentioned in his video earlier, I've already called him a couple times with some things, and you know, as far as different knobs and stuff are different from on what's on this one. But some of the other things I had, I was not sure on. I thought, but I wasn't, you know, absolutely positive. Is when you're in Springfield, and here's no extended thing right there, it looks like. So when you're in Springfield and picking up a trailer rolling out, like, you don't have to do a live call, you don't have to do it, you know, 41, 55, you don't have to do any of that, because they already do that driver lineup for you, which is nice. So that's something that I had to kind of refresh. Then I've got loaded miles, unloaded miles, total mileage, total pieces, total pallets, total weight. And this basically is everything that when you do your live loaded call that they're going to ask you. They're going to ask you, you know, the shipper's address or the customer's address, and they're going to ask you to go through all this stuff. Some people ask you more questions than others. And another thing that I've kind of just put for myself is, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. This damn thing won't focus in. So I've got the first fill up, just gallons, because the price, is going to be, I want to know how many gallons it is, because I want to reference these once I go back and run, for a good 4 or 5 weeks. And I got the pump price, what it is at the pump price versus what it is at the at price. I just want to compare things, my second fill up, total fuel, and so that's just a template that I put together for myself. That, let me go through here. How y'all doing? Hey, Wheezy. Chad, when y'all do TNT training, do you get enough time to take notes while on the road? I know they all driving, but in between the 10-hour breaks, barely can. No, it's teams only, team only. I'm not sure what Chad means by it's only team only, but okay. So that's just something that I did for me. I put together so I forget. So I wanted to make sure I had a checklist of bam. I wanted everything laid out for me of when I went, whatever I wanted to do or wherever I went, I knew exactly what to do and what I had to do as far as the macros and the live loaded call and matching the seals up, because I mean, let's just be honest, there's several times that I've forgot to log off, and I think actually when I got off the truck Wednesday, that was one of the things that Chad said that I hadn't logged off. But that's just something that I need to kind of now instill in my head, that each and every time, since it's only the time I'm gonna be able to do everything, is it's all me. It ain't Chad gonna do it for me. It ain't nobody gonna do it. If I don't do it, it ain't getting done. So yeah, I'm excited. My father-in-law asked me when he's going to be able to come on the road with me, which I know he'll like it too. That'd be fun times right there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to picking up his first load and getting out of here and seeing what new adventures that we have. So guys, I've kept you for 45 minutes here, so I won't keep you anymore. But if you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it. Definitely going to be some new content coming out now since I got my own truck, and Chad gave me the GoPro, which is nice, very cool of him. So looking dash cam, and so yeah, it's going to be fun, it's going to be interesting. But you guys be safe.